In this video, we will cover how to use the DonorElf journal to record and set up MPD activity from the Ask On, including entering pledges and merging contacts in the journal. When you set up an appointment, you'll make a task to complete the ask and set the due date as the day of the appointment. Let's say I set up an appointment with Scarlett Cartan for today. After you invite them to partner with the ministry financially, you will log that in DonorElf as completed. DonorElf will prompt you to set a follow-up task. You will follow up with partners until they've given a financial gift or until they say no to financial partnership. So if Aunt Scarlett said yes to monthly partnership and needed to talk with Uncle John about the amount, I will set a task to follow up with her in the time frame we set in our meeting. She told me I could follow up with her in 3 days, so I will set a follow-up task for 3 days from now. When someone gives for the first time, a new contact is created for them. You will need to merge the contact you already have with the new contact that DonorElf created. DonorElf will prompt you to merge these contacts. You can see that the review button is highlighted here. This means that you have contacts to review. You can see here that Scarlett Cartan is suggested as a duplicate contact. You see here that they gave $75 today. So you can merge these contacts together. We want to keep the new name, so we'll click over here. Their updated address, good. Complete merge. Back to journal stages. Back in the journal, you'll record their pledge and that their ask is closed. The closed ask column records the response from an ask. As you can see, the responses are yes or no. If they say yes to financial support, DonorElf will prompt you to put in the amount of their pledge. Your prospect may tell you the amount that they will partner at during the appointment, or as you follow up, or you will see it when you receive the financial gift. Whenever you know that amount, you can enter it into DonorElf as a pledge. We can see that Scarlett and John are supporting the ministry at $75 a month, so I will enter that as a pledge. The start date is today. Even if you have a specific amount that someone intends to give, you still need to follow up with them regularly until they have given. Now that Scarlett Cartan has given financially, I want to thank them as soon as possible. I'll create a thank task to write tomorrow. The last thing to record in the journal is when you are finished with the prospect. You are finished with the prospect when you have completed the MPD cycle with them. You have engaged, asked, followed up, and thanked, and they have partnered financially, like in this case with Scarlett Cartan. You also select finish if they say no to financial support, or they say no to an ask appointment when you engage with them. Lastly, there are times when you've reached out to them so much and haven't heard back, but in that case, be sure you've talked it over with your coach or supervisor and they agree that you're finished. This video showed you how to use the DonorElf journal from the Ask On, including entering pledges and merging contacts. Our next video will show how to make sure your pledges are up to date and show you the DonorElf journal report.